Hello. So, of course the dog starts whining right now, but I pulled these cards already. I got this new deck, and it's called the Banned Books Tarot deck, okay? And it's pretty interesting so far with the stories that are coming out. So, I pulled these cards and then I stopped, but then I like read through the deck, and it seemed pretty crazy. So anyway, we have the Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands, okay? So somebody could be really focused on what it is that they're desiring of, and having more adventurous or desired, passionate intention in this way, and you could be kind of unaware of the full extent of what it is that they're desiring of, okay? You could be kind of like doing your own thing in certain ways, but somebody has their eye on you, okay? And it's like right here, you know, this girl is looking, you know, towards the water and unseeing, you know, not seeing what it is that is, you know, being focused on her. And they could be wanting to, you know, kind of move forward, you know, making more intentions towards, you know, moving forward down this path. And it could even be, what's interesting is like, you know, how she's looking at the water. This person is going out into the water themselves now. You know, they could be wanting to be seen by her. And they could be taking action to initiate towards some type of connection, okay? Somebody could have really been thinking about, you know, like being diligent and strategic with what actions they're wanting to take, and they could be, you know, wanting to move forward through different conflictual elements that they're aware of, and kind of move through intentionally and adventurously, like as if they're, you know, on a mission or a quest, okay? Hold on, mister. And somebody could be really ready to reach out and create what it is that, or move forward towards what they feel is, you know, true fulfillment and alignment. And they could be recognizing what it is that they've been illuminated to, as far as, you know, what action they're meant to take and where they're meant to go, okay? Yeah, excuse me. We have the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, so it's like, even with these images, I'll show you right here, it's like how somebody is wanting things to kind of come into alignment. They're wanting to embrace their role and their position, really immerse themselves, and intentionally create in a way where they know that they are forming what it is that they are desiring of alongside what is being presented in a way, instead of just kind of allowing for different situations to come upon them, okay? But somebody could be really kind of anxious when it comes to moving forward towards this situation where they feel would be truly fulfilling, okay, emotionally, because of the fact they have certain anxiety because of the fact that this is something that they're not wanting to miss out on or bring themselves to in a way that is, you know, that they are losing out on the potential of this fulfillment, okay? So it's like, with this one, it's like, you know, somebody could be wanting to enter into a situation where there can be this, you know, true fulfilled aspect, but they could be, you know, kind of concerned of whether or not they're too late or arriving to this position solo, okay? So somebody could be really wanting to create a balance and color their world more intentionally. They're not wanting to receive of offers that they feel are not in alignment with this, and they're really wanting to, you know, safeguard a situation with a divine partner that they could be definitely wanting to receive from, okay? We have 9-9 right here. Somebody could be getting to a greater sense of contentment within what they're wanting to express emotionally. Oop, look at, we got the Fool, okay? So they could be getting ready to move forward on this adventure. in a more carefree way, leading themselves towards, or moving forward and leading themselves towards a new fulfilling opportunity that they are, really embracing physically into their world. Okay, that is also leading them towards their long-term goals. Okay, so yeah, they're recognizing that they're moving toward a situation that is stable. They could be highly desiring and a little obsessed with creating this environment for themselves more intentionally and being able to move forward into the next chapter. Okay, so somebody's learned what they needed to, they've taken the time, and now they could be seeing what it is that they feel would be that fulfilling, passionate, purposeful, and relationship, home, family, and community dynamic. Okay, and we also got the twin flame aspect and the Emperor. Okay, so somebody could be really wanting to intentionally move in a way where they are asserting their will and their awareness and their desires and moving forward towards a wish come true. Okay, and this is something they could also be dedicating themselves to. They could be recognizing, how they've been maintaining their position, and now they're really ready for the growth that could be coming out of having stayed steady and matured in the ways that they're needing to. Okay, and they could be wanting to safeguard the situation as they elevate into higher alignment with their higher self and within, a higher aligned relationship dynamic. Okay. And what's funny is I was doing this reading and I was a certain message that I'd received recently was that you're going to see the Queen of Cups if this, is to resonate and blah, blah, blah. And as I was, shuffling this and everything, this is the card that was coming out shortly after I heard that. So somebody could be recognizing different signs in a situation and really, ready to immerse themselves, give of their emotions and what's important to them more freely. Okay, so I thought that was pretty cute. You could be dealing with manipulation and deception in other ways. I know I've been having to block phone numbers and profiles and stuff like that, so somebody could be, as you're moving forward more intentionally towards what it is that you're desiring of, you could be noticing aspects of obstacles or distractions that are trying to get your mind or your focus on something negative instead of what it is that you're really wanting to embrace. So it's kind of like there's trickery afoot. Okay, so it's like when you have a higher energetic expression, there will be these little kind of digs that come in and try and get you to refocus in a negative way. And when you don't allow for that to take up your time or your energy and stay elevated, then those situations, don't really have access to you anymore. So it's like, instead of allowing for someone else's bad behavior or negativity to draw you back in to a toxic or unhealthy dynamic, just make sure that you stay focused on what you can envision for your, near future or desired now moment, instead of, allowing for other people to bring you down to their frequency or what it is that they're resonating at. Okay, so we got a grasshopper. Peter, stop. So somebody could be moving forward with a leap of faith. Okay, and having a greater sense of confidence, trusting their inner knowing, believing in their power, moving forward in an instinctual and liberated way. Okay, pretty cool. We got a little white wolf, and somebody is taking action step by step, and moving more intentionally towards where it is that they're wanting to arrive. Okay, hold on, mister. Stop, dude. Somebody's ready to blend things. They're ready to break certain situations down and into more, you know, digestible awareness, okay? And they could be ready to transmute, creating and forming something new. Peter! This dog. Alright, so somebody could be wanting to express some type of communication. Woo! And like I was saying, there could be third-party energies involved that are kind of trying to take away from someone's positive progress, okay? So make sure to keep that in mind instead of feeling like, oh, it always happens like this or something like that. Like, don't allow yourself to label things in, you know, falsely in a negative way, you know, and just recognize that there's certain situations where you're going to get pushback or resistance, and that's just showing that you're at the boundary or the barrier where you're moving forward towards true change and shifting into a new situation, okay? So instead of allowing for someone else's like last-ditch effort, I can't talk right now, to, you know, grab you by the, you know, grab the reins in your situation, make sure that you see energetically that that's what is, you know, trying to keep you in a lower position. Wow. Aww. 4 cards came out, okay? We have a man here, okay? So we have a love interest, a masculine energy. Could be wanting to present a question, okay? And we have twin flames right here, okay? So somebody could be really wanting to move forward with a greater sense of activation within their heart and their soul. They could be recognizing the yin-yang balance and energy. And there could have been some type of catalyst or mirroring or awakening within a soulmate dynamic. Somebody could be, you know, rising from the ashes, and we have catalysts on both of these cards right here. So there could have been a twin flame catalyst where, you know, both parties awoken parts of the other that had been dormant or, you know, resting, okay? And there could be this, you know, true renewal that's occurring into a more where people can be moving into a much more supportive, playful, faithful, friendly dynamic. And 2 of these cards say soulmate too. So Peter, stop. This dog, I don't understand why he has to do this every time I start a reading. Could be somebody could be trying to get your attention in a really annoying way. But it says friendship turns to love, okay? So somebody could be moving forward in a way where they could be feeling confident within the foundation that they're forming and creating and what they are wanting to move away from and towards, okay? So 2s, 1s, 4s, and 8s could be relevant. Okay, so somebody's creating a greater sense of balance within themselves. They're feeling much more centered in integrating different oppositional aspects within themselves. Okay, they could be, you know, balancing their masculine and feminine, and wanting to collaborate. Okay, they could be feeling like there's an equal effort and or energy being brought into a situation. And we have church right here, so somebody could be really wanting to create a structure that they could feel secure within. Okay, and we got rings. We got church, rings, round table, and a pillar right here. Okay, so that's pretty crazy. So yeah, somebody could be really wanting to create and form something, bringing this physically into their life, and moving forward towards an agreement, a circle of trust, wanting to be committed, and you know, opening up to a truly positive relationship dynamic. Peter! And then it says man right here again, and fierce and unpredictable. Okay. So, God, this dog is driving me nuts right now. So yeah, we have masculine energy that is fierce, unpredictable, wild. They're wanting to assert themselves, and they're determined and fearless. They could be having a head and heart alignment within themselves, and you know, wanting to move forward in a purposeful way. Wow. Okay. So yeah, somebody's moving into their own sense of authenticity and integrating their awarenesses. This freaking dog right now, dude. This could have been a complicated situation, but once somebody kind of takes action, there will be like a domino type of effect that occurs, and somebody could be getting to a greater awareness of what a mystery was that they had been dealing with. Okay, they were recognizing the spiritual guidance, moving forward towards their destiny, and having a greater sense of conviction with moving forward and opening themselves up to this adventure. 3s and 2s, okay? And so somebody's open to get more clarity. They're really wanting to get to a greater sense of detail and move forward into the next chapter. Wow, and be vulnerable. How cute. This could be a delicate issue, but somebody's wanting to handle it carefully, be transparent, take a risk, and move forward towards connection. And we got the stepping stones right there. They could be taking the steps towards their desired destination. All right, I gotta go handle this dog. Yeah. Oh, such an ass. Okay, here we go. But anyway, that sounded like a nice little reading. Hopefully it helped. If it's finding you, I'm hoping it resonates. And good luck. Follow your guidance. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good one.